A Giant's Garden. Once there lived a giant who had a large, lovely garden. Here and there stood beautiful flowers over the green grass. They looked like stars. The trees bore rich fruit. The birds sat on the trees and sang merrily. Every afternoon, children used to play in it.
"How happy we are here!"
They would often exclaim in delight. One day, the giant came to his garden. He saw the children playing in it. He was angry with them. The children at once ran away. He was a very selfish and cruel giant. The giant built a high wall around his garden. The children started playing on the road, which was full of hard stones. They didn't like it. They talked about playing in the lovely garden.
"How happy we were there!"
They said. When spring came, there were flowers and birds all over the country. But in the garden of the selfish giant, it was still winter. The grass was covered with snow. The trees had neither flowers nor leaves. There were no birds. One day the selfish giant was sitting at the window of his castle. He said to himself, "I can't understand why the spring is so late in coming." But the spring never came. One morning, the giant heard some lovely music. He jumped out of the bed and looked out. He saw a wonderful sight. The children were sitting in the branches of the tree. The birds were flying about. They were singing sweetly. The grass was green and there were flowers. What a lovely scene! Only in one corner of the garden it was still winter. There was a little boy standing. He couldn't reach up to the branches of the tree. He was weeping. As soon as the selfish giant saw the little boy, his heart softened. He put that boy on top of the tree. It at once became full of green leaves and flowers. The birds came and sang on it. Then he knocked down the high wall. He was sorry for what he had done. "It is your garden now, little children," said the giant. The children were no longer afraid of the giant. They started coming to the garden every day. The giant played with them in his beautiful garden. He praised his garden and said, "I have many beautiful flowers, but the children are the most beautiful of them all."